Ladies and gentlemen, today we are looking at something so unusual that even your most confident friend would walk around it twice and say, "I think I understand it," while clearly not understanding it at all. This gorgeous 1929 Ford house car is not just a vehicle, it is a rolling contradiction. Part antique, part hot rod, part dream project, and part question mark. I believe machines like this exist to remind us that creativity has no limits, only consequences. Before we roll deeper into this masterpiece of controlled chaos, go ahead and subscribe to Camporto. Because if you enjoy vehicles that confuse your brain and impress your eyes at the same time, you're exactly where you need to be. Now let's get serious, or at least as serious as possible, when discussing a 1929 Ford that somehow became a house on wheels in 2023. The story begins with the original 1929 Ford truck, a product of the United States during a time when Henry Ford's machines were transforming mobility. These trucks were simple, durable, and built to serve farmers, tradesmen, and anyone who needed reliable transport in an era when roads were more suggestion than infrastructure. Fast forward nearly a century and enter Howdy Ledbetter, a California-based fabricator and custom builder known for turning unlikely ideas into rolling reality. Instead of restoring the truck to factory condition, he chose a more ambitious path, creating a modern interpretation of a historic concept known as a house car. These early motorhomes were rare and often handmade, designed for people who wanted to travel with some degree of comfort long before RVs became mainstream. This particular build is not an original 1929 house car, but rather a tribute to that spirit. It uses genuine Ford components for the front, including the cab, fenders, windshield, and bumpers, while everything behind that is a custom creation. It's what enthusiasts lovingly call a Frankenstein build, and I think that's accurate, except this one actually looks good. Ledbetter's work is known for balancing craftsmanship with practicality, though opinions on this project have been divided. Some admire its boldness and unique character, while others feel it lacks a fully developed interior. My friend Timmy saw photos of it and said, "I could finish that in a weekend," which is the same thing he said before turning a motorcycle into 3 separate problems. Despite the mixed reactions, the vehicle carries strong pedigree. Ledbetter has worked on numerous high-profile builds, and his attention to detail is evident, especially in the front cabin where materials and finishes reflect both vintage authenticity and modern comfort. Technically, this machine is where the past and present collide in the most interesting way. Under the hood sits a Dodge 360 cubic inch V8 engine, approximately 5.9 liters, paired with a 727 torque-light automatic transmission. This combination provides reliable power and smooth operation, ensuring that this unusual creation is not just a showpiece, but a functional road vehicle. The custom chassis includes a 4.5-inch drop axle, which is about 11.4 centimeters, along with air shocks and heavy-duty leaf springs. This setup improves ride comfort and stability, especially considering the vehicle's unique proportions. The addition of a 4,000-pound hitch, roughly 1,814 kilograms, suggests that this house car can tow additional equipment, which feels slightly excessive but also very American. Braking is handled by front disc brakes and rear drum brakes, supported by a GM Hydro Boost system for improved stopping performance. The vehicle rides on Pirelli P-135 P400 tires, and steering is assisted by power steering, making it manageable despite its size. Dimensionally, the vehicle measures approximately 22 feet in length, or about 6.7 meters, with a height of 96 inches, which is 244 centimeters, and a width of 90 inches, around 229 centimeters. It's compact enough to navigate urban environments, but large enough to demand attention wherever it goes. Inside the driver's area, the attention to detail becomes clear. The original dashboard is retained but fitted with modern Equus gauges, while the steering column comes from a Corvette. The seats are adjustable for comfort, and the cabin features insulation using Dynamat and jute padding, ensuring a quieter and more refined driving experience. Modern features include LED headlights, air conditioning, heating, defrost systems, USB ports, an Alpine audio system, and even a backup camera. I think this combination of vintage styling and modern convenience is what makes the vehicle truly fascinating. What I liked the most is that this machine refuses to choose between past and present. It simply takes both and drives away. When we step into the design philosophy of this 1929 Ford house car, we immediately notice something unusual. It doesn't try to please everyone. And honestly, I think that's exactly why it works. The exterior is finished in deep maroon and black with a hot rod quality paint job that reflects light like a polished memory from another era. The proportions are slightly exaggerated, the stance is confident, and the overall look feels like a parade vehicle that accidentally discovered modern technology. Inside, however, the story becomes more controversial. The front cabin is rich, detailed, and carefully executed, while the rear space feels intentionally minimal. Instead of a fully equipped motorhome interior, we find benches and a large central table. It's flexible, yes, but also incomplete depending on what you expect. Some see it as a missed opportunity, others as a blank canvas. My neighbor Bob looked at it and said, "They left it empty so aliens can install their equipment," which explains why he still uses a flip phone. This dual personality is what defines the house car. It can be a party vehicle, a weekend camper, a display piece for hot rod shows, or a starting point for a future full-scale motorhome conversion. I believe that flexibility is both its strength and its biggest challenge, because buyers often want a clear identity, not a question. Comparing it to the market is equally interesting. Traditional collectors often prefer fully original vehicles, while hot rod enthusiasts appreciate creativity and custom engineering. This house car sits somewhere in between, which makes it harder to classify. Vehicles like this depend heavily on finding the right buyer, someone who sees potential rather than problem. At auction, that challenge became clear. The bidding reached $20,099, approximately 18,500 euros, but failed to meet the reserve price. For a custom-built vehicle with modern components and craftsmanship, that figure feels both surprisingly low and completely understandable. The unfinished rear interior likely raised concerns for buyers who were not ready to invest additional time and money. Still, before discussing value, we should acknowledge what this machine represents. It is bold, imaginative, and unapologetically different. It combines authentic 1929 Ford elements with modern engineering in a way that few builders attempt. I believe it takes courage to create something like this, and even more courage to present it to the world knowing not everyone will understand it. In the broader custom vehicle market, projects of this type can vary widely in value. Fully finished custom house cars or restomods can reach significantly higher prices at auctions like Barrett-Jackson or Meckham, especially when they offer complete interiors and clear usability. This particular example, however, sits in a transitional category. Now to the numbers. As mentioned, the most recent auction saw bidding stop at $20,099 or about 18,500 euros without meeting reserve. Based on comparable custom builds and the level of craftsmanship, a realistic value range today could fall between $25,000 and $50,000, roughly 23,000 to 46,000 euros, depending on completion and buyer interest. In the end, the gorgeous 1929 Ford house car is not just a vehicle, it's a statement. It challenges expectations, invites interpretation, and proves that the line between car and home is far more flexible than most people think. A huge thank you to the sponsors of the Campoto channel. You keep these stories alive and rolling forward. And to everyone watching, may your ideas always be bold, your projects actually get finished, and may Timmy never be trusted with measurements, because if he says it fits, you should probably step back and double-check.